I'll get one. She only just came to the country a year ago through her auntie or something. The Nottingham head coach got a call and he said from the German national team head coach, he said one of my players is moving to Nottingham. Can she play for him? Yes, please.
I won't bother asking you what spot because you can anyway.
Yeah, 6'1", athletic.
Good evening and welcome to Oaklands College in St Albans. It's the battle for 8th spot in the WBBL. It's Oaklands Wolves versus Cardiff Met Archers. Cardiff Met Archers are in 9th. It's just repeating in my ear what I've just said. Cardiff Met Archers are in 9th and Oakland Wolves are in 8th. And this is the 3rd time that they would have met this season, and Oakland's Wolves have won both times, once in the trophy 61-52 and then the league meeting in March 62-54. So if Oakland Wolves wins tonight by any score, they get 8th spot locked up. With me, as has been the last few games, is Tor Freeman. And Tor, both teams missing players yet again through injury. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting matchup. We've got Cardiff, who are coming off injuries, more injuries compared to Oakland's, who are coming back to health. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
Okay, and Cardiff lost to Nottingham in the week 62-67. It was close in the first half, but Nottingham Wildcats, who Oakland Wolves play this coming Wednesday to finish their regular season, won that by 5. Hatch with 18 points, 8 rebounds. Shanahan, 18 points, 5 assists. Lewis, 14 points, 6 assists. And Jorgensen, 10 points, 6 rebounds. They're the key players. But one of the big misses for Cardiff, Mara Marchizotti, the 6'4" Argentinian, second season, and Tor, she's going to be a huge miss.
Yeah, the offense really flowed through her when we saw Cardiff play before. All of the actions went through her, a lot of high pick and rolls, and looking to post her up and create advantages out of this. So they're really going to miss her today, and maybe have to look to run their own tempo and increase the pace of the game, although it could be difficult with only 8 players suited up.
Yeah, it's a tough weekend for Cardiff. This is the first of 3 games this weekend for Oakland's Wolves because of all the COVID issues. Tonight, Cardiff, tomorrow, Durham, Palaunitis, and Sunday, we'll be back here Sunday for Caledonia Pride. So what a bumper weekend of basketball live right here at Oaklands College. We'll just pause while the teams take the knee. No room for racism in community, in sport. Last Sunday when we were here, the Oakland Wolves beat the Mystics 81-71 in a huge performance. Greta Upra, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. She's now the leading scorer for the Oaklands Wolves, and something similar is going to be needed tonight, Tor.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've got to really push the tempo, and how they did against Manchester was so effective. So let's see if we see more of that tonight.
Yeah, spoke early with Lee Ryan, coach of Oakland's Wolves, who very kindly speaks to me and very kindly for Oakland's Wolves. Greta Ruppers, leading 3-point percentage and scorer on this team, knocks down a 3.
Yeah, Greta just shoots the ball like no one else in this league almost. She's one of the best shooters we've seen in WBBL for a long time.
And this game is starting just like Sunday. Active hands, Upras, heat check, knocks it down!
I guess we just spoke that into existence.
Wonderful start, exactly what Wolves need. Long journey for Cardiff, then they play Essex Rebels on Sunday. So tough schedule to finish the season for them, but it's been a season like no other, and with May Madness just around the corner, Both these teams want to secure a playoff spot. Top 8 will progress. Lizzie Harrison, another smooth shooter. Across to Carter, who's starting to play better after her injury issues. And she drains the 2, and Oaklands Wolves start red hot.
Yeah, and with this depleted from Cardiff roster, we want to see them keep it close early at the start of the game. Otherwise, if that lead gets big early, it might be a long night.
And miscommunication at the miss by Levi Warren for Cardiff. Carter, good defence by Sarah Jorgensen, the Swede. Long range is just off. Rebound, Sarsens inside. And Milligan, leading rebounder on this team, leader in steals and generally hustle. Apres misses, but cuts to the basket, shovel pass. Sarsens. And a travel called on Beth Sarsens, Oaklands Wolves number 12, but Oaklands Wolves very much in the ascendancy early on.
Yeah, with the shooting like this and the second chance opportunities, Cardiff have got to change something quickly here or the game's going to get away from them.
Robin Lewis leads the assists for the Met Archers, 4.5 a game. But it's not just Marja Zotti, and I'm sure Coach Steph Collins would not want us to talk about who's not here, but Christina Begika and Marley Ball, all players that they could really do with on a tough weekend like this. Good hustle by both teams. Sarsen comes up with it and it gets knocked loose again. And great hustle. Harrison saves it and causes the turnover from Warren. Both teams really going at it. As you say, Cardiff Met Archers have got to get a foothold in this game quick.
Yeah, I think Cardiff will want this type of game. Scrappy, low scoring, it gives them a chance at the end. If it's only 40, 50, something like this, we only need a couple of 3-pointers to go your way and the tide turns quickly.
And Harrison with the turnover, just Laura Milligan going to the basket, but the ball was passed to the corner. Just to remind listeners, if you're just joining us, Oaklands Wolves in 8th and in a playoff spot at the moment. If they win tonight, they are definitely confirmed as in the May Madness playoffs, live on Sky Sports YouTube, and if you get far enough, it's on Sky Sports for real. And great job underneath by Shannon Hatch. Superb player, Swiss international. She's going to have to play a lot of minutes tonight, Tor.
Definitely. I saw her play midweek against Nottingham and she was really impressive. The standout player for me on this Cardiff team. She's got good length, rebounds the ball well and really shoots the 3.
Carter drains the 3!
And how are you going to stop that? 2 dribbles, pull up, knocks it down.
It was a line drive. Not a lot of height, but she's feeling it. She started to show something against the Mystics on Sunday and carries it on. Penetrate kick, nice play by the Archers, and Jorgensen finishes close in.
And at the moment we're seeing this individual style from Oaklands versus team basketball from Cardiff, and it'll be interesting to see which style prevails or if their style changes as the game goes on.
And the 3 from Sarsens. Penetrate kick. And Oaklands Wolves in charge here, Tor.
Yeah, definitely. But I think Cardiff have got to relax and it'll be all right. Oaklands have hit 4 out of 5 from the 3-point line. So I don't expect to see those percentages continue for the entire game. So take your time, build your offense. We saw a really good look on that last offense. So let's see how the game continues to develop. It's not panic mode quite yet for Cardiff.
No, but 14-4 Oaklands Wolves are leading, and 4 of 5 from behind the arc, 5 of 8 from the field. And you're saying that Oaklands were just starting to get a little bit one-on-one. I think they look best, and they certainly did last week when they shared the ball and moved the ball really quickly.
Yeah, Def. Definitely. We want to see Greta Epirus getting good looks off three-point kicks. So someone like Amari driving, bringing all that tension towards her, frees up people like Greta, Beth, Sarson, and Lizzie Harrison wide open for those three-point looks. It'll be interesting to see when we get the first introduction of Marissa Quick into this game. Cardiff lack in size, so it'll be interesting to see what she does.
Yeah, excited to see Marissa Quick. Of course, former Cardiff Met Archer, played there 2017, 2018, and averaged huge 18 points a game plus, and nearly 9 rebounds and nearly 2 blocks a game. So I know, speaking with Lee Ryan earlier, she's looking forward to playing against her old team. So we're back underway. Epirus for 3, off, makes the first 2. Sarsons, but they get the rebound, so crucial. Harrison steps back, penetrates, Milligan, nice finish with the left hand.
Really nice finish from Lauren there, especially with that left hand, tough around the traffic. Seeing those kind of shots go down, must be that confidence from the last game.
Yeah, Lauren Milligan, fantastic last week, 13 points, 14 rebounds, shots up by Shanahan, the Welsh international. Straight down the other end, Dorka Boros, Hungarian international. Epirus, Estonian international. Jump shot is up off the glass, no good. A little bit one-on-one there. And,
yeah,
not the best shot.
Drifting that way. I think they all want to take a heat check kind of shot right now. But I'm sure Lee Ryan will push them in the direction of more team basketball.
Substitution. Josie Leopold, academy student, had another big game on Sunday, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, in with energy. Hatch, got to try and keep her quiet, the Oaklands Wolves. Shanahan, Hatch, and drains the 2 right at the buzzer.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot more shots like those from Cardiff to keep them in this game. They really need to create opportunities for other. They're slightly overmatched in some areas against Oaklands.
Nice drive by Leopold. Lizzie Harrison, just short for 3. Lewis. They do play with a hustle and noise and energy, Cardiff Met Archers. And Oaklands Wolves, the home team, all weekend and Wednesday to finish off their regular season, have their destiny firmly in their own hands. Now this is another good sign for Oaklands Wolves. Really worked well against the Mystics in the 10-point win on Sunday. Marissa Quick and Amari Carter on the floor together.
Yeah, super exciting pair in there. The outside game of both of them, we saw Marissa hitting threes last week as well, which was so exciting to see.
Talking of outside, Hatch. Misses Carter, push, and Josie Leopold makes the 2. Just calm and cool for a teenager.
Yeah, she made that look a little bit difficult at first, but drained it in with ease.
And the 3 from Shanahan, Laura Shanahan. 32 years old now, being around this club and the Cardiff Clippers before that, way back in the day. Carter, Boris, great cut, and that's what we need to see, Tom.
Yeah, really nice cut. Took her time and then exploded when the defender wasn't expecting it.
He's not loose as Lewis attacked hard. Lewis spent 2 years with Caledonia Pride and has been with the Cardiff Met Archers since. Steph Collins speaks very highly of her. Jorgensen just short. Here comes Carter, the Arizona graduate. Sarson's a Hertfordshire player and regional player. Boris, good hustle by her, but can't get it to go. And Hatch gets it away. Izzy Bunyan in. Nice passing. Shanahan just short. And rebound. Josie Leovold just handling the ball. Stops, pivots. Carter, long range, just long. No offensive rebounders there as we're into the last 2 minutes. Hesitation, ball's loose. Good hands again, carrying on the good defense from last Sunday. Mari Carter pulls up and she's just long.
I'd like to see Oaklands slow the ball down here. Marissa Quick hasn't been involved 3 or 4 offenses in a row. I don't think she's had the ball since she's been on.
That's a good point, Soren, because when she did get it on Sunday, 15 minutes, 14 points, and very productive.
Here we see them slowing down the tempo. Exactly as we said, they give her that opportunity, she's going to put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, such a smart play, sets the screen, and then gets into a scoring position. Jorgensen to Hatch, pulls up mid-range and drains it. What a really good player she is.
Yeah, really smooth shot. Every time she shoots the ball, you think it's going to go.
Dorka Boris. Carter outside, inside to Quick. Very quick release. Here comes Robin Lewis. Passes off to Hatch going downhill.
And that's what Robin Lewis does really well. She runs the team, commands it, plays hard defense, and creates opportunities for others.
As Steph Collins said in a piece before, as Boris goes to the hoop, but she's a great leader, hard worker, and she cares. Pretty good attributes to have as she gets the assist. Shanahan knocks down the 2 right at the buzzer. How crucial will that shot be? And at the end of 1, 22 to 15. Oaklands Wolves leading. Lee.
I get like what I've said, like, and then it's like two words delayed or something.
And I'm going to take you off.
Okay. Okay, welcome back to Oaklands College. It's 22 to 15, Oaklands leading. And Cardiff Met Archers just staying in touch. They're in 9th. They have to win to have any chance of getting 8th spot.
Yeah, this is an exciting matchup for 8th place. Let's see who takes it tonight.
And Laura Milligan leading steals in the top 10 in the whole league. Great player to have on your side.
Yeah, definitely. Really exciting. Puts a lot of pressure on the offense and forces them into mistakes.
Marissa Quick, good decision. But Laura, not the strongest part of her game as she gets further away from the hoop, but she was open.
Yeah, and
after
last week, she hit a couple of long-range shots, so she's got that confidence from it, so she's wanting to continue that into the postseason.
Harrison, Carter, screen from Quick. Quick's got a head up, Upras for 2, drains it, and there was a collision with her and Warren, but both girls okay.
And Upras has looked like Oakland's best player tonight by some distance. Those 2 threes earlier and that mid-range 2 now.
She's #1 in points per game, 12.8 points a game and over 40% from behind the arc. And we've seen plenty of that evidence tonight. Lizzie Harrison to Carter. Upras, they can't leave her open. She's just off, and Lizzie Harrison had it and then lost it. And here comes Jorgensen, stops. Lewis attacks and gets it a go.
Yeah, and that foot speed is just incredible. She's so quick up and down the floor, and she will harass the opposing point guard all night long.
Averaging just over 7 points a game, leading assist player on the Cardiff Met Archers, 4.5 assists a game. Carter open, off the glass, no good. And Hatch, who played 37 minutes on Wednesday in the loss versus Nottingham Wildcats, only a 5-point loss. She's going to have to play big minutes again tonight. Shanahan to Hatch. To Lewis. Lewis is going to take the 3 and make the 3.
And that's something we don't see too often from Robert Lewis. She's not really known in this league as a shooting or a heavy scorer, but when that opportunities arose with players out injured, she's really stepped up for Cardiff in these last few games.
This is a good quarter so far for the Archers. Inside, Marissa. Milligan saves it, and saves it well. Harrison just long and right at the buzzer, but Milligan gets the rebound. Harrison gets the layup. What a rebound from Milligan.
Yeah, what a great possession from Oakland Wolves, and Cardiff got to stop those second chance opportunities. You work so hard for 24 seconds to force a tough shot, box out and get the rebound.
It's such a key part of the game. Maybe it needs to be coached and talked about even more than it is at the moment. It can be a game changer. Harrison, one-handed pass, and then every other time she's caught the ball, she's double teamed.
Yeah, and with shooters like Oakland's have got, with Greta Upras, Beth Sarson, Lizzie Harrison, a double team's asking for trouble. So if you could get a defense to do that against you, you know, let's make it happen. Let's see what happens. Amari Carter, a good 3-point shooter as well. You can surround her with shooters and make that double team really difficult.
Voice of Tor Freeman here. We'll be with you on Sunday as well for the Caledonia Pride game and Wednesday Nottingham Wildcats, which will be the end of the regular season for the Oaklands Wolves. So much excitement. Last Sunday was a great performance. Now they've got to back it up against a tough and almost desperate Met Archers team. Great pass and the finish is just short, and a travel called on Josie Leopold. Nice bounce pass by Laura Milligan though.
Yeah, really nice pass. I think Lauren doesn't get enough credit for her vision at times. She's a willing passer, playing this kind of power forward. I think she's a centre on the floor at the moment for Oakland. And to have someone who can pass the ball from that position really gives your offense a different dimension.
She's second in assists on the team as well, behind Beth Sarson's at 2.3. Good hands, Carter. So many deflections leading to steals. Good look inside by Beth, just mixing it up. Could have taken the 3, but saw Laura open just for a split second.
Yeah, Beth's shot hasn't been falling as much as it does normally maybe lately, so maybe she's just lacking a little bit of confidence on it, but never less a good option to go inside to Lauren Milligan on the post-up.
Josie to Beth Sarson's inside. Oprus, who just stayed under the hoop and gets the easy 2.
And those are the ones that drive you mad as a coach. I can tell you that from plenty of experience.
A simple move and work to perfection. Another steal. Sarsons drives the ball down the floor. Carter spins. Oprus spins, left hand, and she's fouled. And nice job by Greta. The 3 taken away, so she attacks.
Yeah, definitely. She was probably brought into Oaklands as that third option behind Amari Carter and Marissa Quick, but she's had to become the first option quite quickly, and she's really thrived in that role and offered something different. You know, we thought her as more of a shooter. Now we're seeing kind of this different dimension of driving, the pump fake as the season goes on into her game.
Yeah, Greta Oprus, 8 points, 3 rebounds and 1 assist tonight in under 10 minutes of play. Versus Manchester on Sunday, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. And in the Cardiff games as well, putting up big numbers, game in, game out.
Yeah, really good to see from her, really exciting stuff.
Recently selected for the Estonian national team as well. Hatch, Swiss national team, drains the 2, and when she lets that ball fly, it does not look as though it's going to go anywhere else except the hoop.
As I said earlier, it's just so effortless. It looks so easy, and all those hours of practice really pay off, and the release is so smooth and clean.
Carter, we're over halfway through the second quarter. 8-point lead for Oaklands Wolves. Time running down, she's going to let it fly. And good defence by the Cardiff Met Archers.
Yeah, and that's a tough look. There's not too many people in this league that can make a shot like that, let alone create it.
Good defence, almost, by the Wolves. As Jorgensen gets the bounce pass into Shannon Hatch.
Yeah, and we've seen everything run through Shannon Hatch tonight. She's really been the focus of this Cardiff offence, and rightfully so. The 3-point shooting, ability to take someone off the dribble, cuts really well.
Yeah, was at Calgary University under head coach Damien Jennings, who's been involved with the GB programme previously. Swiss national teams, senior and all the junior age groups, and played in Germany last season. So she's young, but she's really building a nice CV, a pro career.
Yeah, she looks like a really good player. It'd be nice to see her as maybe a second or a third option on that team. I'm sure that's what she was for Cardiff before these injuries that have, robbed them of some of their key players. And having someone like that shooting off the catch when someone else create it must be really exciting and give you a really dynamic offence.
Absolutely. And Christine Bakika is not here. 10 points, 5 rebounds when these two teams met in the league, and Marley Ball in the trophy, 2.6 rebounds, and in the league 13 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, which was the most recent matchup. Both those players, plus Marchizotti, not here. It's a tough ask, but they're just 8 down.
Yeah, they've kept in this game. They've slowed the tempo down a bit after that first initial run we saw from Oaklands with that 14 points really early on. And we knew that shot type of creating those shots and knocking them down at such high volume wasn't going to continue at that rate for the rest of the game. The team could only sustain that type of shot percentage for so long. So weather the storm and then get into a bit of a dogfight with Oaklands. Let's create some turnovers, create a bit of chaos, and let's see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what Cardiff can produce. Hatch to Lewis, who's been really impressive. Robin Lewis. Hatch, just short. Upras, rebound, heads up, looking. Leovold steps through, left hand, going to the left side, but trying to make it with the right hand.
See, again, I think Lee Ryan would have liked to see a longer offense from his team there. Maybe moving the ball around, creating that kick and drive. We saw that really good cut earlier from Lauren Milligan. Let's have more of that.
And the cut from Dorka Boris as well. But I think sometimes if you if your mindset is to push, after that first pass, you push again.
Yeah, I think teams get sometimes stuck. They think, push, I must take that first shot that's available. And pushing is about seeing if the opportunity's there and we can create a good shot early. But if not, we've still got an offense. They've still got half-court options. They've got lots of different players who can create off the dribble here and create that advantage they're seeking.
Opress attacks and foul called. She's working the game out pretty quick. If they're going to take the three, I'll just attack off the dribble.
Yeah, and great, she slows the game down for you. She makes that pump fake. She makes you think, is the three-point option here? She took her time with the ball, read the options available to her, and then nice drive, easy foul.
Now she gets open, and she's just off. Good job by Josie. Josie Leovold having a big season, playing big minutes. Over 2 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, and last week 6 points.
And this is the kind of game that should suit her. No true big on the floor for Cardiff, and they haven't got one with them here tonight. So an opportunity to play this kind of hybrid 4 role that she plays and have a game with this up-tempo style.
And Dorka Boris drains that too, and she's made some shots as well. And just when Oaklands Wolves needed a big shot and a big play, Dorka Boris delivers.
Yeah, she's had some really good games for Oaklands this season. She's had time where she's maybe seen less minutes, but Oaklands have got this large contingent of guards. Obviously, Melita's still out injured for them. So, they kind of ride the hot hand, see who's available, and then let's go with that.
Yeah, and I like that look as well. So they're not just going through Amari or going through Marissa. It's whoever's open, whoever's in the flow, get them the ball, and that proved to work really well against the Mystics. And potentially it's going to work well tonight.
Yeah, I think the Mystics really struggled in that sense that they didn't know who to match up with. They didn't quite sure, okay, if we stop this, is this available? There wasn't something that they could stop easily and really stifle Oaklands. And credit to the Oakland Wolves with their offence, how many different things it creates. With this fast up-paced tempo, are we going to get an early look, making the bigs run up and down the floor of the opposition? Or then they can slow it down, as we've seen with Greta Upras, and really create some good, high-quality shots.
So 10-point lead, Oaklands Wolves have the head-to-head. They won the first meeting in the league and they beat Cardiff Met Archers in the trophy as well. 3rd of March, they beat them 54-62. Both the games on Cardiff's home floor, and in the trophy, they won 51-62. Just a slight issue with who's on the court. Don't want to have 6 players on. Is it I think it's still a technical.
I think so, it is.
Josie obviously doesn't want to come off.
And I can't blame her. She's played, quite well to start this game off, and we see some exciting cuts and motion from her.
Great defence, and it was 3-on-2 for a moment. Just couldn't get the pass to Amari Carter.
Yeah, maybe we needed Josie Leovold on there running that floor as she did earlier to gap a back pass and lay it up for 2.
The 6th man, or the 6th lady. So Sarson's quick. Dorka Boris, Lizzie Harrison and Amari Carter on the floor. Good defence again. The hands very active from Oakland's Wolves.
Yeah, and interesting to see Cardiff try and turn Oakland's strength with Marissa Quick here into their weakness and really attacking her off the pick and roll and making her guard one of these smaller players.
And that is Marissa Quick's strength. Just pass it into her under the hoop and she'll finish in a variety of ways.
Yeah, that's the kind of look I want to see more from Oaklands, and force Cardiff to double team or change their plan against her.
And good attack from Jorgensen. I think the foul's on Beth Sarsons. And Josie Leovold is coming in. Very much about load management this weekend. I think tomorrow's game against Durham, who are going to finish bottom. Lee Ryan's talking about playing some of the younger players.
Yeah, if Oaklands get the result tonight, it puts a lot of the stress away for these playoffs, and the more important game on Sunday against the Caledonia Pride, who are having a challenging season as well. They've dealt with some injuries, but we're interested to see them come and challenge themselves against this Oaklands team.
Absolutely correct. They have to win this, then they can rest players tomorrow and be ready for Sunday. It's as simple as that. Lizzie Harrison, such a nice shooter, and ball's not loose. Lizzie hasn't quite got into it. She played so well against the Manchester Mystics on Sunday with 11 points, 2 rebounds and 1 assist.
Yeah,
Just haven't quite in the flow yet.
Yeah, maybe that's the downside of having so many guards for Oakland, is they don't get the touches they're used to, they don't get the opportunity to play with the ball as much in their hands and get that rhythm to start the game.
Jorgensen, and offensive foul. Izzy Bunyan ends up on the floor trying to set the screen. What did you see there, Tor?
Yeah, I think that was a tough call on the Cardiff Archers there. It looked like Josie Leopold hooked her. But, you know, the referee's decision is final, so it's the one we go with.
Veteran move there by the academy student.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few old heads out there who have pulled that one a few times.
Exactly. Harrison looking for option all the way across. Sarson's open. Marissa Quick taking 2 players to stop the former Cardiff Met Archer.
And that shot from Beth Sarson was generated by the help side that Cardiff had to offer to Marissa Quick, and that attention she drew, generating an open look for teammates.
Shannon Hatch with the miss. One of the rare misses. Harrison almost gets it stolen. If Robin Lewis is anywhere near you, you've got to be ready.
Yeah, she really hounds that opposing point guard, and you're in for a long night. Every time you pick up the ball, she will pick up you full court, even if her team isn't playing full court defence.
Harrison just off on the pull-up. And rebound Izzy Bunyan. Here comes Lewis. Last 20 seconds of the quarter. Lewis, rebound Josie Leopold. Now they can take the last shot. And they get it stolen. Josie was left to handle the ball as everybody else sort of moved up the court.
Yeah, you'd want one of the more established guards hopefully bringing up the floor. We've seen Josie with the ball in her hands in the open court, but let's get a more established guard on it.
Last few seconds inside, Marissa Quick gets it to go with a catch finish. And exactly what the Oakland Wolves needed. They stretched the lead to 13 and they're halfway there to the eighth spot and would allow them to rest players tomorrow. And a really nice pass inside to Marissa Quick.
Yeah, really good look inside, and they took their time, looked at the angle from the sideline, and then took that top angle, and they manipulated the defense and saw where the help was coming from to find the correct angle to get it into her for the easy 2 to finish the half.
That's a really nice 1-2 punch for the Oaklands Wolves. And the leading scorers for them, Greta Upras, 4 of 8 from the field, 12 points, 4 rebounds. And Amari Carter with 5 points and 4 assists. And as for Cardiff Met Archers, well, it's Shannon Hatch, 10 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 3 rebounds, and Robin Lewis, who is lightning up and down the court, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. And Tor, just before we go to the break, what do Oakland's Wolves need to do firstly to maintain this lead and get the job done?
I think take those opportunities when they come, when they're pushing up tempo, but then don't be afraid to slow the ball down and work it in from Marissa Quick. I think every time we've seen them look for her, they've either generated a good look for her or a good look for somebody else because the attention's been drawn from her. So they look at those options, and maybe we might get to see the 3 of Amari Carter, Greta Upras and Marissa Quick on the floor at the same time and really see the true potential of what this team could be.
Yeah, agreed. And as for Cardiff Met Archers, Shannon Hatch is very much the leader. What can they do to drag themselves back into this match?
I think Shannon Hatch is going to have a big game. I think she needs probably 25, 30 points to give them that opportunity. And we've seen her shoot the ball well, so she get her some more volume, maybe getting her off, you know, a couple of stagger screens, or we could see some imaginative sets to really give her the opportunity to get open and get them chasing her, and then maybe she can look inside, start driving a bit more and drawing the attention from her teammates and giving them the opportunity to score.
Yeah, so here we are, half time, 36-23, Oaklands Wolves in the ascendancy. Don't go away, we'll be back in a few minutes with the second half. Welcome back to Oaklands College in St Albans for this WBBL Clash Friday night drama at the Oakland College. It's the battle for 8th. Cardiff Met Archers currently in 9th at a record of 5-13, and Oaklands College at 5-11. They're in 8th. It's the top 8 that go to May Madness, which is going to be live on Sky Sports YouTube and Sky Sports. So a really big goal for these teams to get there for a special end of season.
Yeah, definitely. As I've said before, you don't want to be left at home sitting on the sofa when the other teams are taking part in this tournament. You want to be part of it, even if it's only for that first round, one of these tougher matchups, but you've got that opportunity to cause an upset. It's not the league format anymore. You've got to win 3 games, your quarter-final, semi-final, final, and you win it all. There's a real possibility that if you get hot at that right time in the season, you can have this run and win the championship.
That's absolutely correct. Durham are up tomorrow. They're 2-15. And Caledonia Pride on Sunday. They're 3-14. And depending on what happens tonight, the Oaklands Wolves have just got to be focused on getting the job done here, and then they can take on Caledonia Pride, keep winning, and then maybe try and catch Newcastle Eagles. I know that's what Lee Ryan's ultimate destination is.
Yeah, I think definitely make sure Oaklands need to make sure they get into the playoffs, and I won't be too concerned with the 7th, 8th battle. You're going to have to play one of Leicester Riders, Sevenoaks Suns or London Lions in that top spot, and they seem quite interchangeable at the moment, week to week, on who's the better team. So secure that playoff position, and then make sure your team is ready going into that postseason, getting your sets correctly, getting everything flowing, especially for these Oakland Wolves who've had all these injuries, and so they can get that tempo and be ready to cause an upset come playoff time.
Of course, injury-wise, Daisy Porter went down with the ankle, another academy player, but just putting in such important minutes to keep the momentum going. Louise Rouse with concussion issues, and Melita Emanuel-Carr has just joined the team in February. She's got some injury issues, hopes to be back on Wednesday for the Nottingham Wildcats matchup as we get back underway. And penetrate kick for the Met Archers, and it's just out from Laura Shanahan. Good look.
Yeah, really good offence to start there from Archers. They created the shot they wanted, not the result, but the correct shot was created.
Sarsons. Bit flat on that 3, but a good look. And no score yet. Lewis drives the ball down the floor. Warren with the high screen. Shanahan. Lewis inside to Hatch. She couldn't quite get hold of it, and Amari Carter knocks it loose.
Yeah, and you think Cardiff have really come out with some energy here, and they've recognised that they need to get back in this game in this third quarter. If they leave it to that fourth quarter, it's probably going to be too late with how low scoring this game is. They need to get it done now.
Hatch, tough shot. Uppras first to the defensive rebound. Myself and Tor Freeman here with you today and Sunday and Wednesday as Oaklands Wolves regular season comes to a climax. Harrison just can't get it to go. She's getting closer though. One will fall soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely getting closer, and as we said last game, give her a few shots, she'll get her eye in, and the next couple will go down for her.
Good D again though by Cardiff Met Archers. Shanahan asking Levi Warren to set the screen. A lot of contact underneath. Jorgensen. Lewis is going to let fly off the glass. Rebound Carter, and she can bring it away. Pushes ahead. Harrison, semi-transition. Back out. Sarsons open and makes it count.
Yeah, and we saw her earlier hesitate on that 3, so it's nice to see her get her confidence behind that shot and start knocking that 3-point option down. With Beth Sarson hitting, it really gives Oakland an extra option.
And Sarson, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. To go with, I think, 6 points now. There's 2 threes from Beth. But again, as you were saying earlier, Tor, if she's hitting and Uppras is hitting, who do you key on?
Yeah, and add in Amari Carter when she starts creating off the dribble. Lizzie Harrison as well. I'm sure she'll knock a few down if she gets the opportunity tonight.
Shannon Hatch showing her versatility going inside. Bit of a mismatch there with Beth.
Yeah, she's a really exciting player to watch, and Cardiff have started to recognise this second half, where the mismatch opportunities are, where they can create an advantage and put pressure on this Oaklands defence.
Nice wraparound pass by Lewis, and this time Harrison with the foul.
And it'll be interesting to see if Cardiff here got a go-to out-of-bounds play that generates them an easy look and to give them that momentum to really kick-start, hopefully, a run here for them.
Hatch, Lewis, two key players with so many injuries. Players are having to really play up and play more minutes. Good defence. Sarsens pushes ahead. Milligan nearly makes the two-handed layup, but great transition from the Wolves.
Yeah, really good transition from Oakland. You'd suggest a good foul from Cardiff there, elsewhere it's probably an easy two for Lauren Milligan, and sent us to the free throw line, put a bit of pressure on, get this game a bit scrappy, get the intensity up. We've seen them try and post up earlier. Cardiff are really making a go of it this second half.
That was a good push ahead, and Lauren Milligan at the line. Leads the team in rebounds, second in assists, leads in steals. And double-double last Sunday for her, 13 points, 14 rebounds. Possession stays with Oaklands Wolves. She's really been working on those free throws, you were saying, last game tour.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen her a few times in between sessions, coaching sessions, that she's getting up those extra free throws and those mid-range and recognising that that's a part of the game she wants to work on and improve.
Time running down, Lizzie attacks, can't get it to go. Milligan gets half a hand on it. Shannon Hatch with a rebound, having to do a bit of everything tonight. Hatch sets the screen, playing big now. Lauren Milligan playing physical in defence. Lewis. Shanahan steps through, good defence from Beth Sarsens. Shanahan left with no other options. Sarsens pushes, attacks. Milligan, Carter. Lizzie Harrison. Milligan coming up. And the bounce pass intended for Carter. And it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a good offensive look from Oaklands. I like that setup with Amari in the post. She's a big guard and can use that size and length to. We've seen her hit a few fadeaways this season and maybe go to that kind of shot.
Amari Carter first season. She's voted in the top 32, the ESPN top college players. And she's shown flashes of it this season. She's had injuries and obviously all the complications with COVID. Maybe the best is still to come from Carter. Second in scoring in this team behind Greta Uprus. Nice looking shot from Jorgensen there for two.
Yeah, and that give Cardiff some real confidence to see the ball finally go in. They've been kind of missing that touch. They've had a few iffy offences, but to get this good offence like that will give them the world of confidence.
Sarsens not quite enough pace on the pass and good steal. Lewis attacks Josie Leopold and makes the left-hand layup.
She is so quick. When she recognises that slower defender on her, and Josie's by no means slow, but it just highlights how quick Robin Lewis is.
There's a good attack, lead back to 13. Milligan throws it up, no good. And here comes the Archers, but Carter with the steal, looks ahead. Milligan step through, good for two. Great broken play steal there by Mari Carter.
Yeah, I think Milligan got a little bit lucky there. I could see Lee Ryan shouting at her to get back and took her time, but the benefit of a bit of a cherry pick there, but it goes down as 2 on the stat sheet.
And again, it's just a good example of Oakland's Wolves carrying on the good play against Manchester. And the games before the Manchester Mystics, they were really struggling. Newcastle Eagles just losing. Nottingham Wildcats really struggling. We talked about it on Sunday. They were on fumes. They were out on their feet. Then they had the break and I think they've turned it around since, and they're continuing the good play.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've lacked a bit of execution in that tight game situation so far this season. So when they get a bigger lead like this and it's more comfortable, they don't have to see that situation arise. And so push it early. Lee Ryan said, like, let's create this lead and not put ourselves in those situations where something could happen and it comes down to a chance, a banked three here and a unsportsmanlike foul there. Let's not have that happen. Let's put our leg on them early and put this lead and blow them out.
Exactly, and both teams have injuries. Cardiff Met Archers have got injuries and unavailability to some big players, but it's been like that all season. Oaklands Wolves have been without Carter, we've been without Quick, and now without Melita. It's the same for both teams. Maybe not right now, but certainly at different stretches of the season.
Yeah, you feel like Oakland started the season with everyone out injured and they've slowly come back, and Cardiff have kind of gone the opposite direction. And, is it just going to cross at the wrong time for Cardiff and the right time for Oaklands here?
Well, at the moment it certainly does, and Oaklands Wolves 13 steals and 17 assists, but the latest stat is a foul on Dorka Boris. Nice play again. Shannon Hatch, a threat anywhere on the court.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd like to see Oaklands match Lauren Milligan up with Shannon Hatch. She's an athletic defender, has got the length to match up with her, and I think it could be a better matchup all around. We've seen Shannon Hatch, when she asserts herself, looks like Cardiff's best player.
And she's got the size as well, the height at 5'10" to play inside and outside. Milligan's only on 2 fouls, Sarson's on 3, so I think that's be a smart move. If they're not going to have Marissa in the game, then Lauren Milligan is a good second chance.
Yeah, and Marissa maybe lacks a little bit the foot speed to catch up with Hatch, so to be honest, I think Milligan's probably your best matchup all round against her.
Carter having a battle, which this time Lewis wins. What a top player Robin Lewis is. Warren. Lewis always trying to make herself available. Layup is off. Carter looks ahead. Lewis trying to come from behind to steal. Little smile there by Amari. She knew she was coming. Milligan attacks and right hand finish and gets the contact.
Yeah, a little bit unorthodox, but draws in the contact nevertheless. Maybe she recognised that if she goes up with that right hand, defender's not expecting her and draws them into that contact.
Milligan at the line. Just 42.3% from the free throw line. What can you see, Tor, that Lauren could improve on in relation to her shot?
It's a little bit of an art, her arc, and it's something she's been working on in practice, so maybe where it's coming off on the hand, I'm not sure at the moment which finger it's releasing off. Is it off the palm? And it's something maybe she'll look to work on this off-season.
And she's certainly working on it, and with work and practice, good things will happen. Shots long, a lot of noise being created in the arena, of course. Still no fans permitted as Milligan attacks. Josie Liverl, great catch. Boros step through one way, then the other, and gets the left hand to go.
Yeah, really nice move, but the creation there from Lauren Milligan, and although shooting's not a strength, she does so many other things so well for this Oaklands team. Full court, push the ball up the floor and creates opportunities.
Shots up from deep, it's just off. Milligan with another rebound. Boris Carter behind the back. Full concentration from her. And she's handling the ball. Grace Strickland from the academy. England international. Hertfordshire product. On the floor. Carter off the glass.
Yeah, that's a really good take from Amari Carter, recognising that the smaller defender's on her, drawing her into that contact and then going to that one-legged fadeaway inside the key.
Good job by Josie Leovold. She comes out, and Greta Upras, the leading scorer on Oaklands Wolves at the moment. And at the line, the second leading scorer, Amari Carter. But again, Amari left-handed, can do so much, catch and shoot, off the dribble. What do you think she's made of the WBBL and playing in the UK.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's a league she's heard of before she came over here, or was probably planning on when she came into her final year of college. But you know, the standard of the league is really good, and we see some really good pros. We might not see players with these big-time schools in a sense, and almost we see a lot of smaller players from smaller schools, Cat-Card, D2 school, but best player in the league, and it shows you don't need to go to a big D1 school to be one of these top pros. Marissa Quick, not a big-time D1 school, but a big-time player.
And of course, a number of players on each side have been to college, whether it's US or Canada. Laura Milligan, Lizzie Harrison, gone away, Oaklands Academy, gone away and come back and still doing everything they can for this team and the college. Jorgensen trying to get it into Hatch, but now Upras tries a hand at trying to stop her. Ball's loose, deflection. One player knocks it loose, the other player gets the steal. Strickland.
Yeah. Here we see Oaklands Wolves hunting as a pack of wolves out there on defence, really bringing that mentality to the game.
Nice link there, Tor, very good. Milligan attacks left-handed. This time she gets it a go, and because of the quick attack, I think, Tor, she was unimpeded when she got to the hoop.
I think she heard us saying earlier how her left hand isn't as strong, and she's decided to show us tonight that she could go both ways. It's really making a point of it with that left hand.
Nice move by Milligan as Oaklands Wolves stretch the lead to 20, and they're in almost complete control here. And Upras just pulling up in semi-transition, and that is a great sight for Oaklands Wolves fans.
Yeah, a bit of a welcome back there to Cardiff. You'd forgot about me from the first half, and here's a three-pointer for you.
Marissa Quick, the former Cardiff Met Archer, we mentioned it earlier, nearly 19 points a game, 18.5 points a game, and 8.9 rebounds in the 2017-2018 season for Marissa. Shannon Hatch, tough move. They're really chasing Shannon all over the court now.
Yeah, really tough look. I think Oakland's know they're going to force it to her. I'd still like to see Cardiff give it to her a bit more, running her off some different screens and creating those looks for her.
Lizzie Harrison trying to find an opening. Dorka Boris. Marissa knocks down the mid-range. I love the way she shoots the ball.
It is so smooth, and they just need to get her more looks. Maybe be creative with how they're going to do it, but if she's on the floor, she's got to get a touch every time Oaklands have the ball on offense.
Jorgensen attacks baseline, has to go out the other side. Lewis, crossover, attacks, can't get it to go, but they get the rebound, and Upras rips it away from Shannon Hatch. Grace Strickland looking for help, and Quick to Lizzie Harrison. Marissa sets the screen into the corner. Upras off the side of the backboard. Good defense by the Cardiff Met Archers and Izzy Bunyan.
Let's see if Cardiff attack Marissa on the three-point line here. She's got a smaller player.
It's a tough matchup maybe for Marissa. And we're into the last 30 seconds. And a big quarter by Oaklands Wolves here. 18-6, they lead in the third. Upras inside, but Marissa double-teamed. Good play by Cardiff Met Archers.
Yeah, I think it's also a bit, Oakland's not sure how to operate. They haven't seen her on the floor that much this season. They're not used to passing into her big like this and working the angles from the top to the baseline to get it. And, you know, it takes some getting used to, passing it into the post if it's something you've not done in a while.
Jorgensen, last couple of seconds, off the glass with the left-hand finish, and a positive end to a tough quarter for the Cardiff Met Archers. At the end of three, Oaklands Wolves lead 54-31, and Oaklands Wolves edging ever closer to that 8th spot in the playoff race.
Yeah, you feel it's getting a little bit inevitable now. Cardiff have really struggled offensively, being 23 down here, only scoring 31 points in the first three quarters. You know, can we see him 20 points, 30 points they'd need to score in this last quarter? It's a big ask. You know, you need someone like Shannon Hatch maybe to score 3 or 4 threes and some of the others to start joining the party in that sense. If Oaklands can continue to pump the ball inside to Marissa Quick and generate looks off her, I can only see this going in one direction.
Shannon Hatch just the 2 points in that quarter, 12 in all, 4 rebounds. And you were saying, and I agree, Marissa Quick on the floor, I think they really need to focus on getting that ball into her at the right moment before the double team comes, because the times they have, she's had an easy score.
Yeah, and it's creating different looks for her, whether you're going to how you're going to set up these plays. You can't just have her down there and then pass it into her, because, you know, it's an easy option for Cardiff to defend. They can put pressure on the ball, they can send that double team, so they've got to be creative in the way they do it. And we just need to recognise that's not the time to push the ball. You know, we need to move it. Maybe we've got to swing it side to side 2 or 3 times, and then we can get it into Quick. But the opportunity for Quick with 5 on the shot clock, that's fine. She's got plenty of time to operate and generate a really high quality look.
Yeah, Marissa Quick tonight, 12 minutes of play, 8 points and 2 rebounds. Lee Ryan still managing her workload. Against the Mystics on Sunday, he was trying to bring her in for the last 3 or 4 minutes of each quarter. Something similar again today.
Yeah, he's gone with a more experienced 5 here with Quick and Amara Carter on the floor, and it'll be interesting to see if the plan is just to really put this game to bed and then let some of the youngsters run the 4th.
Wow, what a move by Jorgensen over the top of Marissa Quick on that occasion.
Yeah, and clearly Cardiff maybe have other plans and want to make Lee Ryan keep his starters in the game here.
Harrison drains the 3. We've been waiting for it, and there it is, right in front of our commentary position.
Yeah, we knew it was coming, and it shows her, you know, experienced shooter like her recognises that it might take me 2 or 3 looks, but I'm still going to keep shooting because that's the percentage of the shot. It's the right shot to take at the right time.
Good to watch, and look at that pass by Shanahan, left-hand bounce pass, and Shannon Hatch with the finish.
Yeah, I think we all saw the pass, but we didn't know quite how she was going to do it. We saw the opportunities there, but really nice pass.
Sarsens, there you go, inside. Marissa just caught maybe just short on that shot. But the pass was early, so no double team in place.
Yeah, definitely. She's not going to make it every time, but if she's 75, 60%, that's more than good enough.
Crossover, Jorgensen, and fouled by Marissa Quick.
Yeah,
they've kept going at that tactic of, if they see Marissa in the middle, we're going to go straight towards her.
Yeah, maybe Oaklands need to look at their defensive scheme here, because it's going to be different when Marissa Quick is on the floor and how you operate comparing to where you're playing these kind of 5-guard. Lauren Milligan's on the floor. She's really a hybrid 3-4, whatever you want to classify her as, but she plays, you could classify her as a guard for your defensive scheme's sake. So when Quick's on the floor, they've got to look out how they can match around it and keep her under those rings for those rebounding opportunities.
Well, Marissa sits. And Laura Milligan is in, exactly how you called it, Tor, and they'll be playing offensively, facing the basket more often now as Jorgensen knocks it down. Bit of full court pressure initially by Warren. Harrison, Carter, ball moving around nicely. Morris to Carter, trying to look inside, shots up off the dribble. Dorka Boris looking at the shot, fakes and just can't get the left-hand layup to go.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the clear out there for Amara Carter. She had that one opportunity, give her a bit of space. She didn't have the chance to drive, so she had to pull up for that 3-pointer.
High screen offer for Shanahan. He throws it back inside, and Milligan there, hands up, and doing the job.
Yeah, great defense from the Oakland Wolves there. Read the pass before it came.
Sarsens drains the 3 from the corner.
Yeah, you can see how Oaklands could kind of create one of these death ball lineups here with Amari Carter on the floor, Quick, maybe Sarson, Harrison, and another shooter would be really exciting.
Nice play by Levy Warren. Other players having to play big minutes and step up. And Sarson's quick three there. Maybe a touch too quick just for this instance.
Yeah, possibly, but that looks just knocked down. You probably back her to make that one.
It's always a judgment call, isn't it? And if you're feeling it, you're going to let it go. Shanahan, nice fake, and drains the long two.
Yeah, the game's settled into a nice rhythm here. We've seen both teams making shots, trading baskets, good basketball all around.
It's WBBL Friday night action, and it'll be Saturday and Sunday action for the Oaklands Wolves. A beautiful pass. Milligan misses, gets the rebound. Carter off just, but Sarson's with another offensive rebound. Harrison attacks and off the glass, no good. Sarson's another rebound, but she can't get that to go. What a great job by Beth Sarsons.
Yeah, great rebound in there from the Oakland Wolves. You just got to get 1 to 4, and you feel it's only a matter of time, and that constant pressure on the glass is really eating at Cardiff here.
A lot of contact there underneath. No foul call, Jorgensen. Back to Shanahan, double team on the ball. Good pressure. And she picks the ball up and foul call, but I like the intention there, Tor.
Yeah, really good. It's a different kind of coverage that we haven't seen from Oaklands Wolves before, that hard double. And maybe it's something they're using and preparing for the playoffs and how they're going to face some of these good guards that we see from the other teams, you know. Holly Winterburn at Leicester Riders, Kennedy Leonard at London Lions, and Kat Carr at Sevenoaks Suns. They're going to have to face one of them, so they've got to come up with something to challenge them.
Yeah, and it's a surprise factor there, and that's if they can throw something like that at a team just to get them out of their routine, then that could really help them when it comes to playoff time. Obviously, got to get this game done first. And really, they want to be taking care of Caledonian Pride as well. But we know that is going to be a tough game.
Yeah, they're a really exciting team to see. Head coach Bart up there runs a really tight ship and gets his players to buy into the concepts that he's going. They usually like to play up pace, but he gets his players really to embrace it. And it's great to see when they play basketball and when they get into that run and gun game. And we could see Oakland's trying to do that as well. So, you know, both teams pushing the ball could lead to a really exciting and maybe high-scoring affair there on Sunday.
Yeah, we look forward to that. 3 o'clock on Sunday. But this game and tomorrow to come, and it's probably will be the only triple header that any team has had this season, maybe any season. It's unprecedented, but the whole season has been, without doubt, the most challenging season of all time.
Yeah, definitely. And both of these teams, Cardiff earlier in the season had to cancel a few games with different COVID laws in Wales. And Oakland's having to postpone games as well, means they've had these really packed schedules.
Which is great for us and the spectators, getting as much basketball as you can handle, but maybe giving the odd headache to Lee Ryan, trying to keep his troops fresh and making sure no more injuries are picked up.
Yeah, definitely. It's about managing that rotation and, you know, who's looking tired. Okay, can I get them a bit more rest here? Can I give my younger players an opportunity maybe as well as getting those older players some rest?
And one of the youngest players, Grace Strickland, she is a really good shooter. They're going to maybe give us some space while they concentrate on Carter. Amari Carter gets her own way anyway.
Yeah, and we've seen her tonight go to a few of these moves. Nothing's dropped yet. So to see her finally get one to drop is a good sign for these triple header coming up.
Good defense by Carter, stepping out on Shanahan. Shots up from the corner misses everything, but Robin Lewis there again. Time running down, they need to let it up, and they've run out of time. Good defense from the Wolves.
Yeah, really good defense. And they forced them into that baseline drive and didn't give them any options off it. They collapsed that defense all around it, stood tall, put the arms out and really made it a tough look and couldn't get the shot off in time.
And that's how Oaklands Wolves have got to carry on. Whoever's on the floor, they've got to keep pushing as they want to take the momentum into tomorrow and Sunday and beyond.
Yeah, definitely, and it allows the youngsters here to get a bit of familiarisation with the sets. I'm sure they get it at practice, but it's different in a game with that intensity, and you're going to see different looks, mix up different coverages that you might not run in practice.
Josie just off left. Jorgensen, the Swede. Shanahan open, but attacks Grace Strickland. Good job by Grace, protecting the key. Lewis getting a lot of defensive pressure. Time running down. What can Lewis create? She attacks Josie. Not for the first time. She finishes right at the bucket, this time with the left hand.
Yeah, and it's exciting to see her be more aggressive. You know, I've seen her play over a few years in this league, and she's always someone you thought, I wish she attacked a bit more, and she's got that such quick foot speed we spoke about a few times tonight. Retta
Just flat, good rebound by Warren, Levi Warren. Lewis, Hatch. Shanahan wants the screen, but she doesn't use it. That was clever. And a steep learning curve for Grace Strickland there. As the screen came one side and Shanahan went the other.
Yeah, it's a tough look there, and she's probably worried about getting the coverage right. And Lee Ryan's probably said before, yeah, we're in this kind of coverage, but the first thing on ball screen defense when you're defending the ball handler is force them to use that screen in that kind of option. Oakland looks like they were going to trap off it, so force her to use it and make her use the trap.
Laura Shanahan, big game for her in the week. 18, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. 5 rebounds, 4 assists as they put the full court pressure on. 7 points tonight for Shanahan, Welsh international, long-time servant of this club and Welsh basketball. Boris on that cut again and gets it to go. Yeah, nice play by Dorka.
We've seen that offense a few times tonight with that type of cut from Oaklands Wolves.
Shots off left. She's finished that with the right and the left. Dorka Boris. Grace Strickland, eyes up. Passes to Beth Sarsons, who shoots and makes the 3. Big time shot from Beth Sarsons.
Yeah, you think that one probably puts a nail in the coffin here. Really nice shot from Beth Sarson, and we've seen her tonight, you know, take one earlier, hit one there, miss one, and then make another here. And as she starts to gain in confidence, this is a really good sign for this Sunday and these 2 games coming up, tomorrow and Sunday, and what this Oaklands Wolves team can do when they put, you know, their best 5, best 8 players, and they run a really tight rotation around them.
And Beth Sarsons, 9 points, really good spread of stats. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 steals on her own. And that's really set the tempo. 14 steals in total and 25 assists. We spoke early on when they were building their lead, it was a little bit one-on-one at times, but that stat shows they're really sharing the ball well.
Yeah, they've changed the offense around, and a lot of it's been these cuts that we've seen, 3-point opportunities, and maybe they're going one-on-one early to create that advantage, but then when they get the advantage, they recognise it, move the ball until they find the right shot, and then punish Cardiff for not getting their rotation spot on.
It's been a professional performance, and Grace Strickland getting the assist there. And talk about the job that Lee Ryan's done here and creating an environment where the youngsters could come in and flourish.
Yeah, definitely. It's been really exciting to see, and the youngsters haven't looked scared or worried sometimes. You know, you're always going to be a steep learning curve stepping up to play at this level at the first time, but, you know, the older players embrace them and encourage them all the time when they're on court.
It's wonderful to see, and look at Milligan again with another steal. Laura Milligan over 2 steals a game, and you've got someone like her and Sarsons with the offensive rebounds that she's got. She's been really getting herself around the floor tonight, and Laura Milligan sort of keys on that.
Yeah, plays way bigger than her size, does a little bit of everything for you, you know. You ask her, she's going to do it.
Josie Leopold, again, another player that just hustles. But if that's what's expected, whoever you are when you come into this team, that's what you've got to do to stay on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. And I think when you see older players like Laura Milligan doing that, it means the younger players, hey, I got to do that as well. If I want to break into this team and get minutes, well, I got to copy her and I got to do more and exceed her. And if she's hustling, I got to go for everything.
Strickland knocks down the three. Assist by Leovold, and Strickland knocks down the open three. Oakland's academy players doing something special right there. Warren all the way across, and the atmosphere has just gone sky high off that Grace Strickland three. Lewis, crossover, step back, and short. And great defence to follow up the three from Grace.
Yeah, really nice play from the Oaklands Wolves there, and you can see all their teammates really excited to see her score that three there.
Well, it's just great to see Grace come through county level, club, regional, country, and now WBBL. Dorka Boris. Josie attacks. Can she get this to go? Tough move. Hatch pushes. Shanahan has to stop. Good D. Swarming defence. And again, Sarsens at the front of it. Leovold with a dribble over the top of a smaller defensive player. Dorka Boris, great fake. Steps into the jump stop. And Laura Milligan, where else? Under the basket, on the floor this time, but trying to get that offensive rebound.
Yeah, she's always involved somehow. You know, you think a play's not going to include her in, she finds a way to get a tip, draw a foul. She's always involved.
Yeah, Milligan, 22 minutes, 8 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, just the 1 steal and a block, but 15 steals, and she leads the charge every single game. Defence though by Cardiff Met Archers. Just over a minute remaining in the fourth. Lewis, Shanahan steps into a three and she gets it to go. It was called a 2, foot on the line.
Yeah, really good tempo there from Cardiff, pushing it ahead, fill the wing spots and give that opportunity for the easy shot.
So the last minute, a professional job almost done by Oaklands, but they won't want to get sloppy. Coach Lee Ryan won't be happy with that. They've got to keep fighting to the end. Shanahan, no good. Jorgensen, offensive rebound. Boros with the steal. And Jorgensen and Dorka Boris getting very physical there. Milligan, they can just slow this down. And Josie seems to be in some discomfort in the corner there. Let's hope it's not another injury. So Louise Rouse is out with concussion, and Daisy Porter.
Yeah, this is an Oakland team that's been beset by injuries this season, you know, and Josie's been playing really good basketball, you know. Start the season, didn't see as many minutes, didn't see the opportunity, so really want to see her hopefully be fit and healthy for these up-and-coming stretch.
Physio's there just treating the calf. Let's hope she hasn't pulled anything, but it's not serious. Milligan up and under, and no foul, and under 30 seconds remaining, and they're still going for the steal. Lewis, Hatch. They've done a good job on Shannon Hatch second half. Ball's short with the shot, and again, Sarsens, as she's been all game, getting after the loose ball and getting a rebound, securing it, and Oaklands Wolves have secured 8th spot in the WBBL over the Cardiff Met Archers with this big win, 70-46. And they win the last quarter 16-15, but professional performance, even with the worrying issue with Josie Leovold right at the end, they've got the job done.
Yeah, really good performance from Oaklands there, doing a good job, and you know, no doubt they're going to face tougher tests come this season, come playoff time, but you know, they played the team that's in front of them and they got the job done, and really convincing all-round win.
And looking at the Scores again, as with Sunday's game against the Mystics. You've got Carter with 9 points, 10 rebounds, nearly a double-double, 6 assists. Amari not scoring heavily, but she's affecting the game in other ways.
Yeah, definitely, and drawing that attention. And I wonder if we'll see Lee Ryan slowly, as we get towards playoff time, start to cut his rotation down. You know, we see it in the NBA, we see it in most leagues, and the coach starts to, okay, I'm running 10 at the moment, 11 players. You know, Will in the Caledonia game on Sunday, and looking ahead at the Wildcats game on Wednesday, will he start to trim that rotation and find, okay, this is the 8-9 players I'm going to play in this game and who are going to get the majority of the minutes?
Yeah, I guess he's being guided regarding load management as well this weekend. I think tomorrow he's looking at playing the younger players. Grace Strickland was out there today. Sophie Beard was on hand if required. Now they've got this head-to-head over Cardiff. He can potentially rest some of the senior players tomorrow if he sees fit.
Yeah, definitely. I think there are opportunities there that tomorrow versus Durham. They're a younger team as well, so you know, lots of young players playing up against each other. And then come Sunday and Wednesday, you can really start to focus them in and work out what his game plan's going to be come playoff time.
And other highlights from Oakland's: 12 points and 6 rebounds, 5 assists and 6 steals for Beth Sarsons. And Greta Ruppers leading the way with scoring 15 points, 7 rebounds. But great to see Grace Strickland knock down that 3, along with a rebound. That was a high point for tonight.
Yeah, it was really exciting. It was so nice to see her teammates get all around her, and it shows what a close bond these girls at Oaklands have formed. And over a season like this, where you're forced to spend so much time with each other, you know, in their squad bubble, training bubble, on those minibus journeys, they've really bonded, and hopefully it pays off come playoff time.
And it was Josie Leovold with the assist, two assists for her tonight. And in relation to Cardiff Met Archers, Hatch ended with 14 points, Jorgensen with 10, Shanahan with 11, and Lewis, who we were impressed with right from the start, played all 40 minutes, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Just speak briefly about Robin Lewis.
Yeah, really exciting player, and it's not only what she brings offensively, but defensively. She's premier point guard defender in this league and just harasses you. And I can imagine we saw Lauren Milligan have to bring up the ball, other players bringing up the floor, because she applies so much pressure to that ball handler. Play in, play out.
Okay, thank you, Tor. We'll leave it there. So Cardiff have met their match tonight. Oaklands Wolves are on the prowl and heading towards a playoff spot. We'll see you Sunday. Good night.